PCB. Something in my teeth. Would suck my tooth. Okay, we're good. Oops. One of infinity. This is not gonna last infinity. Probably. All these punks. By the power of homing. By the power of homing. I'll do a run, see what I need to practice, and then hop back into it. Jen! See if I can't do Red Oni today. Oh, poop. Okay, we're not at no border breaks yet, so. Ooh, shoddy. Hello, family. Nice. Give me a minute. Oh, piss. Like that, we're not at no border breaks yet. We'll get to the north. We'll do. Look at these dudes at the top, yeah. Oh, piss, but. Yeah, I'm thinking like good cop, bad cop. I'm thinking I'll go in and pretend to be on their side, and then you can come in at the end, family, for the finisher. The game plan is we're just gonna go for the NB. I'm not bombing anymore. Since I kind of remember everything, I know what I'm doing. It's just actually doing it, you know. Since I'm not like here for like a clear. I've cleared in the past. I don't need replay proof. I even have a replay in the folder, but. I want to do a run or two, and then, like, figure out what I need to, Yes, I did see your run. And nice job, by the way. And so our goal is to see what I can do for now, and then if I need to start practicing like charming siege or some bullshit, then I can do that. This one's this. No, bad spot to be. I should have been more to this side. This wasn't this, right? Yep. Wish I could go up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Cool. I mean, Charming Siege looks hard to optimize, yes, I believe that, but still getting some practice experience with it is better than nothing. But we'll see what I feel. Speak of the devil. Or we could just do that. Just abuse the bubble boxes, right? Oh, this one. Yeah. Spell that you don't want to die to. So it actually adds a level of stress because you know you shouldn't die to this. Uh-oh. And there goes the frames. Oh, piss! See, what did I say about dying to this? I knew it was gonna happen. Any day now, frames. Gotta love. What is with it, Reese? As of like this week, it's been fine for the past like month. This week has just not been pleasant. Yeah, it takes forever, that's true. This is one I also just need to kind of get a little feel for. We could do some small work here. Nice. Yeah, we'll get there. This one's a little fiddly. To be fair, a lot of these are a little fiddly. Like, a lot of this fight is, like, not bad, but there's so much of it. See? The cringe green non? Wonderful. So much this fight is not terrible, it's just that everything can kill you. Here's the thing, for now, 11, I am, like, allowing border breaks, but I'm not actively pursuing border breaks. And eventually I will completely invalidate border breaks. Does the little jet stream she makes have a hitbox or not? I don't know if I want to risk it. I also don't know if I have to. This one's not bad. As long as you're not like what I did last time. Ooh, I almost ran right into that. And this is also one that's might take a little bit of practice. Because the last half of this gets a little... It's a little suspect. Nice. This theme is noticeably less loud than Yukari's theme. Or, I feel like most themes just are. Yukari's theme is just uniquely really loud. Right. Also, I know I commented. I'm gonna keep commenting. I love this spell. This is one of my favorite spells in Touhou. Well, I lived a lot of the hard shit. I just died to some random garbage. To Japanese because the automatic patcher is not working for this game. Might have to run in Japanese locale for this one specifically. Nice. One border break? There was like 2 or 3 border breaks in there. Because there was 1 or 2 that happened during the stage itself that were a little sad. I had one on Chen. I had one just after Chen. Still, there's the no bomb. So I guess I'll change the stream title. Okay, back to it. For people by the power of homing. Loop, 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 loop. Oh, there's a no bomb. Beautiful. I'm not cutting out border breaks yet, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Good grief, what is it with you people in rage phases? Be careful about putting myself in the corner there. Doesn't matter. Bro's internet. It's like been it's been over a month of like no issues. Like I hated Touhou 15. And then after Touhou 15 is great, and nowadays it just hates me. I can't promise I'll clutch up Charming Siege like I just did, though. Or any of those spells like I just did, you know? Yeah, no, in terms of casual play, PCB's not terrible. It has its hard parts, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have the bulk of hard parts like everything. It's like, what I know for like the hard parts of the game is you got spam, And you got Yomu's first non. As far as I know, I believe those were regarded as like the 2 hardest parts. Not for first non, for first spell. Oh, that's... Oh, oops. Damn it. How disappointing. Okay, I should actually sit down on this one for a hot minute or something. Maybe I don't need to. It's not like this game's easy, it's just... You know, when it comes down to the hard games in the series, this certainly ain't it. Oh, I forgot to do this thing. Well, decimals don't need to be used when rating attacks, though. However, it's the idea. Do you want to rate things 0 to 100 or 0 to 10, right? And use decimals. Because they essentially mean the same thing. Rating anything 0 to 10 and 0 with decimals and rating anything 0 to 100 is identical, right? Hello, Charming Siege. That is so charming. Charming! Ooh! Thank goodness for that kill. What's next? Is next Princess Benko. Sure is. What? Double! Oh, come on! I've beaten freaking Charming, and I've died to this twice. I should just do triples on this. What? She did not move. This is how you do an attack very suboptimally, by the way, and die twice to a not difficult attack. Oh well. Oh well, we're still in the learning curve. I say that, but I actually captured that on Tuesday, so... I guess my favorite Buddhism. Smooth rotation. Hey, it's the green. This one. Oh, a double black death. Or Alfonso, it's not actually as hard as double black with butterfly. Whoa, that was stupid of me. Oh, that bullet was coming. Ah, yes, the non of, do you know how to restream? Is this Chen? Chen! Oh, piss. What? Oh, I was looking at chat. I'm not as safe for as long as I thought I was. Wah. Whatever, it's not like this run was gonna suddenly break a record. Here comes the onslaught. See, this is actually why Reimu homing is the best character in the game. I hate to break this to you, but, like, this is why Marissa sucks. So I watched that run that you did, Family Key, and then this is exactly why right here. Marissa's too fast. You kill Ron at a bad time. With Reimu, you get to this attack during the pinnacle of the song. But with Marissa, you don't. That was such a bad hole to go for. Yeah. Speaking of bad holes. Whatever. I'll take it. We're learning. Begin? Well, I know where to begin, but there's one thing I'm going to do real quick. Bring me to the main menu, please. I don't think I'm gonna go EXNing all the Touhou games right now. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't. Just catching up because there's no real time to look over during the run to read chat, so. You say USD can never give impossible permutations? Doesn't Vampire Illusion sometimes make itself, like, basically impossible? Back to playing a good character? I am playing a good character. Alright, we'll do this for a hot second. What's frame? Is there no rage on this? Is there no way to automatically go to it? Like, you get original practice extra, because, sure. Oh well, what a shame, you can't do it, who cares? It's not like... No, it's not here either. Oh, this one, there it is. There we go. Okay, so what do I want to go to? Stage portion's fine. Chen should be fine. Not really practicing them. 102. Let's just go to this a couple times. I think as long as I play to the outside like this, it's mostly fine. I mean, there's a lot of bullets, but it's what it is, you know? Penguin's a shit spell. Yeah, when you play in the middle like I used to. Apparently when you play over here, it's, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm pretty sure this spell is actually a constant, by the way. So I think my one capture that I had in this before was, abusing that fact. Do it one more time. I'm not going to sit down and practice the nons, because there's not really much to practice with the nons. And mostly just don't choke. It's not like they can't kill you. So a couple of the nons are pretty easy, but some of the nons can kill you. It's just they're not hell. They're nowhere near as bad as some of the things, right? This one is fine. I'll just do it on here once. I know I got hit by this one last time, but everything always can hit you. The nature of the fact that these games are difficult, as much as people will call them easy at times. A lot of her Narns are hard. Yeah, there is definitely an element to that. It's just, however, of course, the peak of her is going to be a few of these spells, such as this one. Ugh. Her Nons are a lot of forms of streaming, however, some of them aren't, even if they are aimed, they're not necessarily, it doesn't work just pure streaming. I mean, the sheer difficulty of this fight is just less like, oh, this attack's gonna kill you, and more just, there's a lot, so you just have to play perfect for a while. What was that garbage? I mean, I should have gone left there. I should have read that, I guess, but she really tightened that one up on me. Ooh. I think the big thing is learning to when to cut in the bubbles. Sometimes you shouldn't play around the bubbles. No, every spell is the hardest spell. Every spell in Touhou. What is this? I love when she just traps me at the very bottom, you know? In this. Every spell is either the hardest spell in Touhou, or it's actually just easy. You gotta remember that. That was not a good one. Piss. Yeah, bubbles are generally very favorable. Touhou 6, they're not quite as favorable, but generally throughout Touhou, bubbles are always more favorable than they visibly look. Which is what makes this attack a lot more stomachable than it otherwise could be. It lets you make some dodges like those ones. I've always hated Final Boss is interesting. I wouldn't say I hate any fights, but I'll answer this as well. Although I don't know exactly how I'd put there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, game. I'll do this until I capture it one more time, but there's not the most sense in sitting here practicing this one. Like, there are some reads you can get, like, you need to be able to make reads to do that. Yeah, Sukuna's definitely on the list of my least favorite final boss. Not because, like, I hate her, like I said, but Thorny Path and You Grow Bigger are not fun spells. They're very much the opposite of fun. I gotta sit and practice this one for a hot minute. Yeah. Oops. Ron has no hitbox in this? Are you kidding me? Huh. That's curious. I really thought she did. That's weird that she doesn't have hitbox, because, like, generally bosses are visible like this. They have hitboxes. I mean, I'll say this with DDC, on the brief DDC discussion. It was of the mainline games and Great Fairy Wars, if you want to include that, it was probably my second to least favorite. It's not that I hate it, it's just... Actually, no, not second to least favorite, third to least favorite. I forgot Eastern Wonderland is technically a mainline game. Oh! Yeah, this is why would you play homing. No. Gold medals in BFW is not an interest of mine. I'm much more interested in LNNing that game than I am in gold medaling that game. I hate to break it to you. I hate fun. You're right, I do. Oops, I was looking away. What even happens when you get all gold medals? You can say I got every gold medal. Same thing that happens when you get an LNN. You can say I got one, and that's basically the extent of it. Nice. Sure. I mean, not everyone even thinks playing Touhou is fun, though, right? All entertainment is purely subjective. much as anyone wants to argue it otherwise. There are very few individuals, comparatively to humans on Earth, who have the ability to sit here and grind something like this. That doesn't make people like me better than others as humans. It just means we're a lot more willing to stomach something like this. Yeah, it's kind of like speedrunning. I've never been particularly a big speedrunner or speedrun fan. I've liked a few over the years, but it's never really been something I care too much for. And it exists in the same concept of it's an additional thing further beyond what is normally there, right? Do that one more time. Man, the fact that she has no hitbox makes this space nicer, but it's so weird. Can we do easy, no death, no bomb, no graves, no gimmick? Even if you could, I wouldn't. No shame to anyone who wants to, but... ain't no way you'd ever see me do that. That sounds miserable. Sounds like you'd just be better off routing a task. But without shooting? Well, that's just the pacifist run, right? I mean, I think technically the ultimate challenge in Touhou games would be Lunatic Pacifist Run. Right? That is probably the hardest thing you could possibly do in a Touhou game. Yeah, no graves and no bomb is probably YouTube exclusive, yeah. Eternal Meek. No grazing Eternal Meek sounds like, not possible. Or if it is, incredibly unlikely and pure random. Well, I'll have to slight... oh, let me... I'll have to slightly disagree with you, family, because here's the thing, the concept of the ENNNNNN, you know, you could add all the different N's you wanted to that, sounds incredibly not fun and interesting to me. That being said, as the concept of is it possible type of challenge thing, again, it's not interesting to me, but I can see why some people would find it interesting. People watch people react to things. People will find anything entertaining, should they desire it. Yeah, it's the same thing as that. It's like trying to put a weird, challenge run together. Some people find it interesting, some people won't. I don't need to practice Chen. I need to practice these two, though. Well, that's not necessarily false or true, Game Glitcher. I play Lost Branch because I love Lost Branch, but also I play it to get better. Because the better I am at the game, the more interesting it is to watch. And also play, to be honest. I mean, it's with everything. Generally, when I'm playing something, I am playing it with the attempt to get better. Although that is usually just one thing that's going on. Usually, not always. I play Harvest Moon. Okay? I'll play Harvest Moon with the attempt to get better at that game. Unending Junko Final sounds fun. I would love to do that, in all honesty. I love Junko's... No, Junko's Final's really good. I do like PDH. I love Okina's Spring Final, and I want to LNN. Oh, just that. I mean, I'd love to LNN the whole game, of course, but... I'd love the perfect her Spring Final. So that... Okina's Spring Final, IMO, one of the most fun attacks in Touhou. Love that attack. That may be unpopular, but who cares? It's my opinion. People can't take that away. Really gotta find the line. That's what I did the first time, and I didn't do do it on the most recent attempt. This whole attack really comes down to a line. Like that. And trying to weave between the dots on the dotted line. Hard does not always equal fun. That is always a very important thing to say. I was not looking. I never used to play League, but I played Dota 2 for a long while. But as much as I do love that game, it's not my skill set. I'd rather spend my time getting better at this. Because this is surprisingly in my skill set. Despite the fact that I've never been good at technical games. I left the circle. I think that spell's fun. I mean, it's because when I play that spell, I have a good time. There's no other reason. I'm not about to give a philosophical answer as to why I like that spell. Because there really isn't one. Besides the fact that I like it. Once you learn how to see the gaps in this one, it's not bad, but you gotta kind of have to, like, visualize it first. This part is still kind of a bit like, ooh, no matter what. So, like, right here is not terrible, but when your circle gets real small like this, it gets a little on edge. Like, you don't have the wiggle room, and there's so many bullets. I like this spell a lot. What does that say? Yep. People want to read between the dotted line on that? Or maybe they just like it. I like Pod. Okay? I really like Pod. Do with that information what you will when it comes down to people liking things. Bad. In fact, if Pod was a better L&D game, I would almost be tempted to grab that one first. But it's not. There's no attaching rhyme or reason to most things, okay? You know what I like? I like Junko's Spring Final a lot. You know what I don't like? Kagero. You know what I don't like? Zanmu. Do with that what you will. Junko Spring Final. You're right. I should probably retire. Does anybody like Zanmu? I'm sure there's people that do. Because people usually like things. And there's a lot of people, so trying to find someone who likes something isn't usually that hard. Right. Like super stretched arrowheads? Well, that's because they probably are. Everyone not included in Bad Apple's irrelevant. True. Everyone that isn't a character I don't like is irrelevant in Touhou. Changed my mind. I've ever mentioned how much I love this theme. Where were we? TPDP? We were just entering the Garden of the Sun, right? Since Tuesday, I replaced Momiji and replaced Tojiko with Speed Meira and Speed Gengetsu. I caught them up to level, and now we are good to go continue when I play later. That was such a bad hole. I mean, this spell is always going to threaten me no matter what, though. Family Seal approval, he's ready for LNN Pod. You're right. Time to go back to that game immediately. Okay, we're going back to doing runs in a minute. I gotta pee first. Glazing family as usual. I'm not the one glazing. It's all like you guys. Also, I hate that term. Why is that term so normalized nowadays? I swear, I saw something sports related the other day. And there's just people talking about sports. Okay, who cares? I don't really care too much. First thing I see is people say, wow, these guys are just glazing. I'm like, bro, people can't have good opinions about things. Oh, bro's glazing. scared to ask what an ESL is. Yeah, glazing like you put the icing on cakes. Yeah. This is not the optimal damage because I wasn't shooting there because I was rubbing my face. Doesn't matter. Glazing is the modern term used for you are complimenting something I don't like, or I don't think is as good as it is, so you're glazing. Just a whole another outside loop again. And we have killed Chen. Chen is dead. I'm not teaching people bad words. Ooh, wow, I got lucky. Green guys, then the yellow guys, then the shooters. Oh, more of these guys actually first. Sorry, Chad, I lied to you about what happens. Tara Chen mid-boss or the Ron mid-boss? Not gonna lie, it's been like 5 years since I fought the Ron mid-boss. I couldn't tell you. Probably Ron, but I legit have no clue. I guess the real question is, what am I gonna do when I'm done with this game? It's gonna be or done with this, extra. Shouldn't take that long. You know, I may not get it today, and if I don't get it today, then who cares? But... oh, it was bad. Do Phantasm? Nah, I don't really want to. I kind of want to do pod, but I probably shouldn't. Honestly, I'm thinking either Mountain of Faith or Subterranean Lunatic. LMB UFO, do not tempt me. Do not tempt me. You don't know how badly I want that. Do UFOs with UFOs? Well, that's what I do if I go to UFO. But I'm not going to do that next. I'm either going to go to Mountain of Faiths or Subterranean's Lunatic. Mountain of Faith is probably the easier one, but, like, Subterranean was probably the game I got, like, the best at. Subterranean was the first game I ever had a perfect Stage 3 on. In fact, I still have the replay. Imagine using Reimu A in that game. What a loser. I don't think I have a perfect Stage 4, but that was the game that I got the closest to. I think I have a 1 miss Stage 4 from Subterranean. I believe I have a replay of it. Yes! I'll die on Ron. It was just a really sad death on Ron, which is why I restarted. And I don't want to die before prior to Ron. My problem with Subterranean is I don't really care for Stage 6 that much. Like, the stage portion's fine. The Oku fight is fine. I don't really... It's not like I hate it, it's just... Subterranean has my favorite mid-game. Like, stages... It has probably my favorite stages 2 through 4 in any Touhou. But it's, Stage 1 is Misery. Not bad. And Stage 6 is fine, I guess. Stage 5 I really like. I hate Cat's Walk. And the Orin fight is a little up and down. But I guess I can just do this. I don't have to do the thing where I go up and down. Huh. Subterranean's a fun game to play. Yeah, as long as you're not having to use its bomb gimmick. In my opinion. I despise Mountain Fates and SA's bombing mechanics. Uchuo? Well, to be honest, I call her that more than Oku. Because I don't know... Where the hell does Oku even come from? I only ever see people refer to it as Oku. It actually took me a while to even know who they were referring to when I saw the term Oku. Their nickname said somewhere. What was somewhere? Because I know everyone refers to her as it, but I never knew where it originated. I also don't like her final spell. I mean, I think it's a cool spell. I just don't like the gravity gimmick at all. It's like Seija. It's like fighting Seija, where it's a single-use gimmick that's really not fun to... That's pure luck. I gotta stop collecting that. I don't need life. It's like Seija, where it's a one-time gimmick. Something that's really, like, annoying and you have to kind of get used to. But it's one time. It's a one-time gimmick, so it's like, it feels bad to get used to it. From her bio? Interesting. I mean, it's definitely a lot easier for people to say than Uchuo. Kind of... It's a name that looks weird. Not the most obvious how to pronounce it. At least to an English speaker. That Touhou fans just decide what to call people. I know, and then when I sit here and say Chimede, people go crazy. I also used to pronounce it as Sine for a very long time. I never heard people talk about this game. So it wasn't until earlier this year where I heard someone actually say the word Sinai. I was like, huh, is that how you pronounce it? To be fair, a fair bit of my Touhou pronunciations are like that. There's Chayuri and there's Chayari, right? So you gotta be careful of those. You know what's really funny? How much of an EOSD... I'll finish it out. We can still PD. I forgot to bait the attack. How much of an EOSD bias there is? When I played EOSD on Tuesday, I hit more views during that time than I have in about a month. Outside of raids, if you ignore raids. Completely ignore raids for a second. Because those temporarily skew the view chart, right? Girl. Girl! Thank you, give me some space. EOSD is overrated. Don't use the term overrated so lightly. Overrated is the modern term for I don't like a game, and a lot of people do like a game. Or a thing. Well, stuff like that's well-liked for a reason. Even if it's not my favorite. Never. She's brief. You are invincible to her. She has no hitbox. You don't have to rush. You have to rush there. Ah, that's an unlucky border break. Overrated is being overrated in someone's opinion, which makes it objective, which makes it not actually true. So overrated is not actually overrated. What? What broke my board? What just happened? What broke my border? What happened? Why couldn't Quad Kuma and Dynasty capitalize on the SD popularity? I mean, they kind of have. One would argue that they would be bottom tier characters in the popularity pool if it wasn't for USD. I don't know what broke my border that first time. You should take, you're right, because arguing over something that's pure subjective. Well, a lot of USD is not necessarily the result of some popularity, because memes is a popularity, hence Momiji. Because Rumia gets the USD thing, but she also gets the meme thing. A little awkward. Yeah, and I mean, stuff like that, Gypsum, is exactly why the popularity poll is meaningless. It's a meaningless poll at the end of the day. Oh, piss. Boop, 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 boop. USD gets way more praise than normal because people target the game like a third of the time when... USD gets more love because it's been around for the longest. That is the reason why. That's not overrated, that's just the fact. That it has been around for forever, so it gets the most love, whether people like it or not. I would almost agree with you, Family Team, but let's be honest that USD's popularity is not because of the way the game plays. Some of it can definitely be. If people would argue that they're generally favored to play it, I'd believe it. If I were to rank USD, I'd put it probably like, I don't know, like 6th favorite, 5th, 6th favorite, probably. That's just kind of me eyeballing my guess game, but... Go game tier list confirmed too. I don't know. I put some thought into it. But the problem is, so much of my opinion on the tier list needs to be reshaped by me actually, like, playing the game at a higher level. I have no basis as to where to rank Touhou 18 until I try to, like, play the game at a higher level. Because on one hand, I really like a lot of Touhou 18. In all honesty, stages 3 through 5, I have a lot of love for. But I have really not a lot of basis because of how much cards greatly skew my perception. Highly Responsive Prayers is actually the greatest Touhou game. Here's my problem with if I were to rank Touhou games. I don't know what I'd put at 1. I legit have no clue. It would be either Subterranean, it'd be Subterranean, Mountain of Faith, PCB, or Pod, and I have no clue which one, in all honesty. No, actually, the best game in the series is Story of Eastern Wonderland. I forgot. That's actually the case. SWW #1 game. Rafon's favorite. Oh, he's about to say. He's about to say it. You're gonna glaze USD should have a reason. Reasons people like the game. There's literally no other reason that anyone should ever need to have when liking a game. Why do I love Pod so much? I have no clue. Besides the fact that I like the game. No, you expect too much of people in general. That's the problem. Library of Ruina is my favorite game of all time. Why? Because I love the game. It has probably my favorite gameplay I've ever played through. It has my favorite story. It has maybe my favorite story I've ever seen. Its music is 10 out of 10. But none of that matters, then I love playing the game. And it is a non-quantifiable thing. Thanks. That's a reason. Yes, but it's a purely objective reason. Right? Because any and all bias towards anything is purely objective. Agreeing, guys, right? Yep. I think that's one reason why IN gets ranked so highly. It's because it's one of the older games, but it's also not as difficult as most. And it's a lot more noob friendly, IMO. Not that it's bad, but Imperishable Knight is Mystic Square. No, yeah. Imperishable Knight to me is the Mystic Square of the Windows. There's nothing in Imperishable Knight that makes me be like top tier, but there's nothing that makes me dislike the game. It's just rounded well. I mean, I feel like a lot of people love EOSD because they like the EOSD characters. That's one major thing. Hey, if I Raymond Mercenaries with a 1000% skill issue. I don't blame you. I've never actually fought Raymond in that game. Marissa has a strong learning curve, and even then, her nons are... Some of her nons back then, when I was not as good in the game, are... They are, I click bomb, and I move on with my day. You know? Really, my only, like, complaint with Imperishable Knight is I don't like the double endings. I'm not the biggest fan of the split paths in Imperishable Knight. But that's also just a personal, like, thing. Some people do really like that. So be it, right? But here's one of the reasons to attribute to... I shouldn't talk right now. Not one balls deep in a run. To be fair, it's not like extra stage is that long, so it's not like these runs are super intensive, but... This? No, I didn't bait it. Ooh, that was a little frisky. Kind of an awkward angle trap to have been put in, but it worked. What I'm getting though, a lot of people are gonna say EOSD is their favorite, and one of the biggest reasons is because their favorite characters are from EOSD. And let's be clear, a billion people don't play EOSD, right? So your only interaction with the games is gonna be who's from the games. I hate this. Give me some space. Yeah, I mean, there's just lack of space. I could have gone to the left of that second wave, but that was a difficult read. I'm actually just kind of surprised I made it out of the wave. Yeah, PCB's popularity is plummeted. It's one of my favorites, but, you know. Its characters have like, slowly lost their shine. Especially compared to USDs in terms of old characters. And it has a trait of being called easy and slow, so that doesn't bode well to its popularity. Oops. I hate you, Princess Tenko. It's a real shame, because boy, do I love me my Prism River sisters. Yes, use Cornerstone series. Yeah, that's a very accurate depiction. Especially because the PC98 era is usually very much kind of ignored.
Why is that laser so big?
With the well, okay, EOSD, not EOSD. PC98 is very much not ignored when it comes down to the fandom at large asking for, when it comes down to the fandom at large asking for Mima, because that has become a meme. So that's why people know that. Otherwise, PC98's forgotten. I would kind of agree with that, 11, but several games have the pairing of that type of thing. And one reason why the SDM works so well is because we have 20 years of history of people, of stories and stuff of SDM, right? It's the exact reason. I think it's the reason I said. If people want to disagree with me, then that's fine. But it's one of the same reasons that Momiji is high up in the popularity poll. It's because the popularity poll is a joke and it's a meme. And characters like Momiji are popular because of memes. Mima has become a meme, right? Zune forgetting Mima is a meme, and so it brings a lot of popularity to her character. Despite the fact that she isn't relevant. And hasn't been for longer than I've been alive. You feel free to disagree with my opinion. That's all it is an opinion. But I probably wouldn't go digging too deep into popularity poll reasons. Probably going to leave you wondering. I don't need to go out there. Why do I even bother? You say it's played now more than ever. I mean, I've played it recently, so I guess I can attribute to that slightly. And I don't pay attention. I don't usually pay attention to the fandom at large, so I can't attribute much to what is currently popular. But I will say, I think attributing anything on the popularity poll to the game, like specifically just to the games, is probably inaccurate. IGN negatively botted the Monkey Dark Souls game. Is that true? What is the Monkey Dark Souls game? And the poll that's absolutely nonsense is the music poll. Oh yeah, I mean, all of them are nonsense, but that music one is wild. Again, it should just be treated as a thing you look at and it's kind of funny, and then you move on with your day. In my opinion, it's just me. No one needs to attack me for such a thing. Or you could. Yeah, that's another thing. I've never cared for the Dark Souls games. It's not my style. I don't really like those games. It doesn't make them bad games though. Which is also probably why I don't know whatever Dark Souls game you're referring, or Dark Souls style game you're referring to, because I don't really follow the scene that much. Sumimasen. But also, IGN in modern day. Crazy. I want to talk about IGN, but I gotta give it a minute. Xenoblade is one of my favorite games of all time. Probably my second favorite game of all time. Xenoblade 1. I love the other games, but Xenoblade 1 is my favorite. My favorite, Xenoblade Definitive Edition, came out for the Switch. As IGN even put it, it's the best version of Xenoblade that exists. And I'd agree with that, of Xenoblade 1. And yet, it's rated lower than the original game. That IGN rated the original game. Despite the fact that in their own review, they say it's rated low. It's the best version of it to ever exist. It's rated lower on IGN. I don't like this little divot. Here's the thing, Family Team. I feel like most people who vote on the poll have never played a Touhou game. Maybe that's pushing it, but I feel like it's not the furthest from the truth. Where's the meme? Don't mess with us Touhou players. We're 10% of the fandom. Come on, Charming. Oh, I should have gone for the middle. That's poor on me. It wasn't a good wiggle the game gave me, but that was poor on me. Okay, that was the game's fault. Yeah, get the fans' opinion. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Gets the fans' opinion, which is not. It's not like it's a bad thing, but yeah, no, the skill that can, as Family Team has put it, it's a lot more in who it's reflecting. Okay? You take a popularity poll with everyone who's ever gotten an LNN before. Let's make it even lower. Everyone who's ever gotten a 1cc before are the only people who could vote. And you'll notice there'll be a lot of discrepancies, although the top of the list will probably remain similar. There'll be a lot of discrepancies in how it is now. not wrong that that's the case. That's just how it is. Also, because a lot of the people are probably older people, and I feel like a lot of people who vote are not the oldest people. How long have you been streaming? Yeah, I'm getting close to the 2-hour mark. I got my no bomb, which is more than solid enough for the day. I wasn't actually even expecting me to get no bomb on the day. Yeah, you got me. When I said that younger people are probably more prone to vote on the popularity poll, what it meant is that kids can't like Touhou. You got me. Alfonso, well-known child hater. Like I said, Jack, kids are cruel. And I'm very in touch with my inner child. Yukari versus Ron, which should people consider harder? I couldn't answer that question. Probably Yukari, but I have no clue in all honesty. I haven't fought Yukari in 5 years. Nah, not quite 5 years, but close. No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not doing Phantasm NN next. This NNN is my priority, but this one is more of a personal priority of just wanting to play against Rod again. In all honesty, that's really the reason I'm here. It's because I just really like this fight. And I also just love this music. But, after this, I want to play Lunatic, and I want to play with no bombs. I have wanted to do that for years. And the fact that I could finally do that is, what I want to do. Xanadu needs more love, that's what makes my head. Although you could argue a lot of characters need more love. There's no winning an argument. Poor Touhou. Touhou 9 gets so shafted, I feel. Poor Medicine. Lost and forgotten. USD needs less love? No, it needs more love. No, well, I feel like even then, like, Touhou 19 gets more love. Which, I mean, also, it's new. So it gets talked about more, but Touhou 9, shame. This is a good game. I like Touhou 9. Sure, I probably don't like it quite as much as COD, but it's a solid game. Let Yuka back in. Preaching to the choir. Don't be cringe, please. I don't like being this high up. Thank you for dying. If USD was not both for one time, well, guess what? Reimu's still number 1. Marissa's number 2. Yomu's number 3. Wow. The poll's gonna end up about the same. It's just gonna get rid of those characters. I mean, I understand it, Family Team. It's very understandable. I used to share similar opinions. Not necessarily the USD, but just in general. Fuck! Stop! That was not even a difficult dodge. That's just a poor dodge. Yeah, that was a rough one I actually made. Here's an example of it, okay? Here's an example. No one knows American football here, probably. But to anyone who does, it's just like this. No matter what, as long as Alabama remains a relevant team, I will forever cheer against Alabama and hate them. It's a similar concept. I'll forever root for their downfall in games. Every single time they play a game, I will always cheer against them. Unless they're playing like Georgia, which unfortunately they are this weekend, but so be it. Now, I'm surrounded by cohort nerds, so probably nobody knows sports, but... But I do think that USD being popular in the book. What am I saying? Don't talk right now. I know I'm on 1 miss, but still. I should try. Oh, you're cringe. But I do believe that the concept of USD being high in the popularity polls has nothing to do with the game and people liking the game, which a lot of good players do. I like the game a lot. And more just the innateness of it being around for forever, and it has the characters that everyone loves. It's like, it's physically impossible for a character in it now to come out to be popular than an USD character, due to the fact that we know nothing about modern characters compared to USD characters. It's just the sad reality of it. I think being bitter over such a thing is dumb. I will agree with you, Family Team, there. Being bitter over such a thing... I used to be bitter over such things. Not, like I said, not in regards to USD specifically, but just in general. But it is dumb, because it's meaningless. There's no changing that any single person could ever do to that type of thing. Because it's inevitable. It's almost like asking why Generation 1, 2, and 3 Pokemon are more popular than Generation 8 Pokemon, broadly speaking. It's the exact same concept. And it will not change. Now, some Pokemon can find its way through the ranks pretty well, but it's just the same thing. Is this a survival? It is a survival. But you also have to remember that Game Glitcher oftentimes is shit talks just for the sake of shit talking because of who he is. It's not a bad thing, but you have to understand that some people will make comments and stuff like that just for the sake of it. Ooh, that was a little tight. I should have waited for more loot before I went through that, but never punished. Then a lawsuit at Power World. I do not even want to get into that. Don't move away from me, girl. Come to me. Bring her to me. That was really not the best way to dodge that attack. I wish this game I could glitch it like I did in Highly Responsive Prayers, where I'm just invincible. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, clip.
Oh well, that was what is that a 3 miss? It may have been a 4 miss. It was a 3 or 4 miss. I don't think it was a border break, although I wouldn't count it. No, that was a 3 miss. It was not a 2 miss. Pretty sure it was a 3 miss. I mean, I'd count a border break as a miss. The two are one and the same, though. Okay, that's good results. I'll be back tomorrow with it. More of it.